gonna do. Bam, we're recording. Boom, we're live. So guys, I'm super excited again for, what's to come into this crypto community for QC. So I'm bringing in some more mentors, more webinars, more calls, more information. So it's going to be lit, guys. We're going to get you right because, what's really coming up here in crypto, it's so exciting. We're looking at the beginning of a next bull run. The last bull run, guys. Y'all even know? Like, I don't even know if y'all even know what's coming because the last time crypto went crazy, it went from $1,000 to $20,000 in a matter of months, right? And we're not even close to doing anything like that yet. So let's take a look, guys. Let's see what's going on in the crypto world. We can see here total market cap. We're getting close to $500 billion. Y'all know that, like, the New York Stock Exchange, roughly worth like $35-40 trillion, right? Did y'all know that gold has got about $7-8 trillion market cap? So we ain't even at $1 trillion yet for this entire market. That should just scream to you like, wow, like this is so young. So we're seeing here we have 7,000 different cryptos today. Sheesh. Bitcoin dominance is at 64%. Meaning that of this $450 trillion or $450 billion that's invested in the space, over 65% of that is in Bitcoin. And we see Bitcoin here today at $15,631.62 right now, right here, with a market cap of $290 billion. That is crazy. It is crazy, but I do think we'll be in the trillions within a few years here. ETH coming in here at 460, 457. ETH has had a great week, guys. Since last week, we've seen some new highs. I'm going to pull up the technicals next, but I always just like to walk over Coinmarketcap with you guys. For those of you who've never seen something like this, this is where you get your overview of what's happening in the crypto world, coinmarketcap.com. And we're going to go into TradingView and look at some charts in a second. But just going through this website, this is where you can see the price per coin. You can see the market cap of different currencies. You can see the currencies ranked. They're not ranked based on price, family. They are ranked on market cap. Right? The price per coin does not matter. So I want to educate some people because I know we have a lot of new people here. 57 people. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. Grateful for every one of you guys. Let me find the chat box. ETH 2.0. I do have some news on that. Chainlink is booming. Yes, it is. But for those of you guys who are new, I just want to point out something really, really important. Note takers are money makers. So this is something you're going to write down. When you're looking at cryptocurrencies, you do not evaluate a project's worth based on the price per token. Do not do that. And I know people who are on these calls who still do that. So I'm talking to you. If you don't know, my name is Jordan the Savage. I go Savage. I don't care. I'll tell you how it is. That's just how it is. I'd rather you respect me than like me, right? But XRP is not cheap, fam. It's 25 cents a token, but you don't realize there's 45 billion XRP. What? So what you need to do when you actually want to evaluate like the worth of a cryptocurrency project in comparison to a different one is you need to look at the market cap, guys. You need to understand that market cap is the actual representation of the money invested or the net worth, like the market worth of that project. So this is just, I think the best way I compare this is just like stocks. Some company stocks are very expensive because they don't issue a lot of stocks. Some companies' stocks are not that expensive because they issue stocks like crazy. And the same thing applies in crypto. The reason why XRP is number 4 in market cap, but only is worth 25 cents is because they have 40. Look at how many XRP there are. Guys, price is simply market cap divided by the amount of shares, the amount of coins, right? Shares is not the technical word, but I said that because I think that's more understandable. So when you look at something like Chainlink, it's $12 and XRP is 25 cents. XRP is a project that's worth more than Chainlink today. It's worth almost crazy. If you look at it, you would never tell by looking at the price per coin, but XRP has a market cap 2 times greater than Chainlink. 2 times greater. XRP is worth 2 times more as a project than Chainlink is, right? Because we're not looking at the price per coin, we're looking at the market cap. Again, this is a super key thing when looking at coins because the price per coin is simply just depending on how much of the supply they created, right? And so you can see there's another coin out here, Wrapped Bitcoin, right? That's worth 15,000 as well, right? Because it's something that's pegged to Bitcoin, right? But the market cap is only worth 1.9 million because there's only 123,000 of these wrapped Bitcoins. And so there's lots of projects out here. You'll see projects worth a few pennies like Tron. Well, look at their supply, 71 billion, right? You see Stellar, 8 cents. Well, they have a big supply as well. And then let's find the coin that has a really high dollar per coin amount. For example, Maker is $500 a coin, but there's only a million Maker in the entire world. Yearn Finance is $16,000 a coin, but there's only 30,000 of them in the world. So never, ever, ever again evaluate a project based on the price per coin. That is idiotic. That is idiotic to look at something like XRP and be like, yo, it's 25 cents. I think it could go up to $100 a coin. I mean, Ethereum is 450. Well, yeah, there's only 113 million ETH. There's 45 billion XRP. So, for you to consider like, well, if ETH were to go up to $1, that would mean it would have to 4 times its supply, meaning that the market cap would have to go to 4 times its current. So that'd be about $45 million, right? Which would be about as worth as much as Ethereum. That's just for it to 4x, right? For XRP to go to $1 per token. So you can do the math very easy. And you can actually calculate exactly how much money would need to come into the market for XRP to be worth $1 per coin, right? And so when you see price predictions of $100 per coin for XRP, you can do the math very quickly. You realize, holy cow, that's a 4,000x, 400x, meaning that this would have to be worth multiple trillions. And the most valuable company on the earth right now is Apple, worth $2 trillion. You think XRP is going to be worth more than Apple in a year? Hell no, right? So that's a simple way for you guys to decipher people who know what they're talking about when it comes to crypto price predictions and people who don't, because I see a lot of idiots just talk about things like that. And I'm like, wow, you guys don't even know the basic math of how you get a price per token. So let me make sure. Let me sure I get all these. I'm going to have the recording. Yep. Do you know why market cap of XRP is greater than Chainlink? Like, why would it be more valuable as a project? So here's the thing about market cap, guys, is that it's subjective. Whatever someone thinks is worth is what thinks is worth. And there's enough idiots that have been sold that XRP is I'm sorry, guys. I'm going in an XRP, but I'm blunt. I give it to you how it is. This is my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. But XRP has sold enough people that they think that the banks are going to use this token. And so that's why I believe it has a market cap of like $11 billion, is because there's that many people that really think that banks are going to use are going to use XRP. Right. And so every single one of these projects, why is Litecoin worth $4 billion? Well, I don't know, but enough people thought that Litecoin was a great idea, even though Litecoin is the same thing as Bitcoin, just 4 times the supply. Right. So every single one of these projects is speculative. And that's why when I do these calls, I'm almost every week talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. Because why? Because I've spent the most of the time investing in understanding Bitcoin and Ethereum. I have a legitimate reason I could explain to you why I think Bitcoin could have a market cap worth $1 trillion. Why Ethereum could have a market cap worth $1 trillion. You have to develop that reason and valuation for yourself. Like, why do you invest in something that you don't even understand? Just because somebody else told you it's going to make some fucking money? Like, here's the thing in crypto, man. I'm telling you right now that there's top 10 here that are worth nothing. Juan, I got you, bro. Next time I come to Medellin, bro. I love you, bro. I got you, man. Shawty, I got you, Shawty. I just read it first. But guys, there's a lot of projects, and Coinbase used to have a feature where you could go back and look at the market cap from the past. You could look at like the top 10 from, let's say, 5 years ago. And I'm telling you, if you can figure out how to do that, I couldn't last time live on the call. I don't know how to do that anymore. Tools. Oh, here we go. There it is. Boom, I just found it. Wow. Yes. Perfect. Let's go. So let's look at 5 years ago today, right? November 15th from 2015. Let's look at the top 10 and tell me how many of these you guys recognize, right? What is Peercoin? What's Made Safe Coin? What's NXT? What's Namecoin? What's Bytecoin? Right? And so there are some familiar ones here. You got that XRP has been around, guys. Litecoin, Ethereum, right? But at one point, XRP was worth more than Litecoin. Yo, look at these prices, though. Oh, my God. Look at Ethereum, 90 cents. Oh, what? Yo, I met a guy in Puerto Rico who bought Ethereum like in 2014. So it's crazy to think about. But yeah, look at these projects, and guys, look at how many. I mean, Dogecoin's still around, Dash is still around, but they're not in the top 10 anymore. We can go even look at, let's do the same thing. Let's go back let's go back even further. Let's go back sooner. Let's look at 2017, right? Remember in 2017 when prices were starting to boom? This is right about the time where prices were starting to boom 3 years ago. Bitcoin was at 6K. Oh my God, it went up to 20K past then, right? But you look at these projects that are even the top out here, Neo, IOTA, and a lot of these things are still around, right? Are still around. But if you notice the top 10, even this top 10 from 3 years ago has changed a lot. And I see a lot of these projects that have been in this top 10 that really haven't done much, still holding very high market caps where you're like, wait, what? You know, and especially when you consider a project like Chainlink that's jumped up in here, you know, and the things that they're doing, Polkadot, you know, and you see all these different projects, you might notice some similar ones, but do your own research, guys. Really think about what the value of a project has because it's not just because someone thinks the banks are going to use it. So that was my little rant. I had to sell Neo. It's decent. Um, I've been studying Andreas Antonopoulos. Dope. That's got that, guys. If you want to know why the crypto kit, yep. People 1111, yep. Monero's an OG, yes, it is. These have changed from the previous calls. Appreciate that. There's a graph too, short term individual. Yep. Do you know how to determine how much percentage you can make off staking rewards? It depends on the project. Yeah, so you have to look in the project, look into it. Each coin, you know, has different staking features. So that was my little rant on Coinmarketcap, guys. Super powerful website. Just make sure you understand that this price doesn't matter. It's all about the market cap. So let's get into the technicals. Let's look into what Bitcoin's doing. Guys, I've been doing a little day trading of Bitcoin myself. Caught a nice little bag last night. But I'm gonna wipe this chart off, and you know, let's dive into just like the overall what's going on to Bitcoin, right? So we did have the monthly candle last week. I mean, last call, we got to see the fresh October candle. We're printing a new one here. This is November's candle, right? You see, for me, this is really significant here how November's candle is going to finish because if you draw your straight line over here from I look at body structures as everything in structure. And October's body did not close above the previous body in December 2017. So on the monthly structure, we still have to wait for this next candle to print to be fully confirmed of a new high in terms of monthly structure. So weekly time frame, bringing it all the way down. Right, last week was a great week, guys. I took off the $15,000 price call that we had, but we had called 15K since we were here and we popped above 10. We called 15 as our target. Our target was hit last week, you know. So for maybe my short-term swingers, you know, I actually did take a little profit myself. Got into some altcoins, which I'm going to share with you guys as well. What altcoins I'm looking at, what altcoins I'm investing in, you know. And so when you're investing in Bitcoin long term, you set those long term price targets, and when it hits it, you know, when we go from 10,000 to 15,000, that's a 50% gain. Meaning, if you would have $1,000 in Bitcoin at 10K, your portfolio would be looking at $1,500 at 15K, right? Simple math. But you know, do your research. I mean, you can hold on. It just depends on how you're investing. So let's keep dropping down. Daily time frame, guys, we're still just chugging. We're chugging so hard, right? We are chugging so hard. This 10K accumulation here was something that I've really been looking into and looking at is how when Bitcoin rallies and how it rallies when it accumulates. Guys, I'm going to be breaking this all the way down to the small time frames, and this is something you're going to be able to look forward to give a little insight, a little sneak peek of the announcement that's going to be coming later tonight, guys. We're going to be launching a group chat. And we're going to be going in on cryptos. Like I'm going to be dropping my daily analysis, my weekly, like my 15-minute, my 1 hour, you know, because I really just see this market continuing to grow. And personally, you know, I've been looking at Bitcoin charts since 2017. You know, this market cap has only been around since 2011, 2012 is when Bitcoin really started trading. And I look at this like, you know, Warren Buffett, guys. Warren Buffett's been trading stocks for how many years, right? How many years has Warren Buffett been trading stocks? And the reason why he's so good at what he does is because he just stayed in the market. And so for you guys who are here, you should feel the same sort of excitement that I do, that, yo, we are the very first people that really know and understand trading and take an asset class like Bitcoin, learn it, and learn how to trade it. Because I'm telling you, in 20, 10, 15, 20 years, when Bitcoin's on, like, there are going to be people, yeah, that have had 20 years experience, 15 years experience of looking at Bitcoin, while a whole bunch of people might be just getting into it their first time. Right? And so building up that market experience is going to be so valuable. Like literally if you were in crypto since day one, if you would have been the first one to trade crypto, you would still only have 10 years of market experience. So there's nobody in the world that's been trading Bitcoin for more than 10 years because it's only existed for a little over 10 years. Think of how crazy that is for you guys to be here studying, learning about an asset like this. You're some of the pioneers of this still today. And what I want to say too is, guys, Bitcoin follows technicals. Like, y'all see the setup right here? Who sees it? Drop it in the chat. What's this right here? Look at that. Clean as hell. Clean as hell. Liquidity grab. Mitigation. Ping. Run. Dog, Bitcoin, I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin does follow smart money. Every single one does. And so, yeah, continuing this analysis, we ran up here to 15K. And so this is now where we're going to start looking over here, guys. There's not a lot of structure over here. There is not a lot of structure. Weekly time frame. We have, look at this weekly close we had last week. Completely cleared these highs. We are gone. We are gone. This last candle was set here. So we on a weekly time frame are kind of, remember, we have to confirm on monthly for November, but the last stop we have here is this price zone right there, right on the weekly here, guys. I don't see much here structure, right? You have this candle, but on the daily things are a little more interesting. We can bring it over here and let's point out those levels that we're looking at. It's crazy to me because of how, like, we're there, guys. We are there. We are in this last high. And so this daily candle right here, December 16th of 2017, that's my zone that I'm looking at. You know, this is the final stop, guys. And I'm saying this is the final stop in the sense that this is the last price point that Bitcoin's been at. And once it goes beyond this, there is no price action to go on. We're in uncharted territories past this level, past this $17,000 level. And so for what I'm looking at right here, honestly, 15K is an interesting level because it's a psychological level. Just long-term price targets, though, you know, I don't see any reason why we won't reach into this $18,000-$19,000 price range this year, you know, within the next couple of months by December. I don't think there's any reason why we wouldn't keep going, right? We called out 15K before. I'm going to put a line on 15K because, like I did at 10K, and like I was telling you guys when we were at 10K, this is a huge level, right? 15K is a huge level. It's just whole levels, right? Quarter theory. If you know, you know, right? This is a whole huge level, and I really only apply these quarter concepts on really long time frames. That's what gives me significance at 15K. So 15K is that key level that we're going to see if price wants to hold up above it, right? On these daily time frames, we got one dip below it and we pushed right back up. So daily is holding strong. And again, we have that target up to come back to at least that candle. Maybe we sell off here before going higher. But again, we'll have to wait to see what happens when we get up there. So that's an interesting price points I see on higher time frames. Again, we're going to go all the way down on this thing. 4-hour time frame is really interesting here. We're creating some liquidity here on the upside. And one thing I noticed about Bitcoin is when as I've been back testing it a lot more than normal the last couple of weeks, you know, seeing patterns like this with Bitcoin, it does like to leave a lot of liquidity behind, right? Honestly, Bitcoin doesn't give a fuck about your imbalances. You're like, it doesn't. You know, Bitcoin trends so hard in the fundamentals of that backed by Bitcoin's price action. Yes, I think you can align yourself with smart money concepts, you know, and you might be looking at this, and I see them all over the place. You know, I see this last down candle mitigate right here and then push up, you know, but what it really comes down to, you know, you could have seen here, structure break here on the 4-hour pullback, touch the last candle and push. But I think the thing that gives you the highest probabilities of understanding Bitcoin and making Bitcoin day trades is knowing just the fundamentals of Bitcoin, understanding, you know, how powerful this asset is and how much it moves. Like, I'm really not looking to swing sells. You know, I'm not looking to sell Bitcoin down $1,000. You know, Bitcoin. So for you those who never have day traded it, Bitcoin works $1 per point. So every dollar that Bitcoin moves is a pip, right? I would never look to swing Bitcoin 1,000 pips to the downside in the market conditions that we're in right now, because, you know, look at this. Look at how you technically could have looked at this price graph, seen this big fat imbalance here, all this liquidity built up. It just kept going higher and higher and higher. And if this whole time you're looking at this like distribution and you're looking for sells, you're missing all the buying opportunities, because you can go in. I'm not going to do this here on this call this for time, but guys, go in, back test this price range right here and go look at the accumulation. Because if you have the eyes of like Bitcoin's going higher, Bitcoin's bullish right now, why would I be looking for sells? you would have seen plenty of crazy amount of opportunities to get into Bitcoin buys with, $50, $100 of risk. And, it ran from 13 all the way up to 15 and a half, almost $16,000. You're $50 for, or 50 points, 50 pips for 2,000. What's that, like 400 to 1, or is that's a 40 to 1? I don't know. You're not gonna be smart to make money. But it's crazy when you really look at these accumulations, and that's exactly what I'm keeping an eye on right now, right here with where we're at currently with price, right? So we do have these wicks. However, like I said, for me, structure on crypto and everything, and when I trade assets, it's all comes on the body. And so if you see, I'm looking at a structure right here like this. Here's our higher high, and again, like I said, I'm looking at bodies. Here's our higher low. Here's another higher high, right? Because we did break this body. And I'm telling you, looking at these things, you have to develop your own system of rules that allows you to make decisions without emotions. For me, it's bodies and candles. And then we made a higher low. And as you can see here, we're sitting right there at this structure point. So we haven't made that higher high yet. But like look at this for our accumulation here. Like when you see this high break this high, then when price comes back into these big accumulation zones, you're looking for buys. You're not looking for sells. Why would you go against the trend, right? And so the trend's your friend. And this is what we have currently on Bitcoin. And so until this low is broken, I don't even know if it will be. Like I said, that's going to be the key level to watch here is 15K. But I wouldn't even consider a short unless something like this would be broken. So continuing down, guys. Drop it down to the 1 hour here. And then this is where Bitcoin price gets interesting. I was actually looking at, if you guys see a little pattern right here, 1 hour, little FU candle with a break. I did take a short-term sell off this 1 hour candle. Price stuck there. Didn't want to actually go. So I ended up breaking even smaller. But then what caught my interest last night, and the trade that I took last night about right about midnight before I went to bed, was this little 1 hour candle here that just decided to break all of this structure here. See how Bitcoin, you see how this structure here, these bodies, how we stuck here, and then with one candle we broke up, we created that new higher high. And like I said, Bitcoin doesn't really give a fuck about your imbalances. It doesn't really give a shit about them. Like it's gonna go when it wants to go, and that's also what gives me higher that gives me a lot of confidence that we're going to go higher and end up breaking all these highs is the fact that this 1 hour did push above this. We have a nice clean break above that area. So 1 hour structure is your highs right here, right? And which means that would put your low right here. And so I have a couple areas that I'm looking at right now for Bitcoin buys. Notice that we just filled this imbalance. Like I said, it doesn't give a fuck about your imbalances, but if you're an imbalance person, you can look at that. I don't personally look at imbalances too much. I'm looking at one of my favorite time frames to look at Bitcoin for buys, right? If you understand my buy bias, it's because Bitcoin is just bullish as hell. And two, because yes, the structure is bullish. There's no reason to go against it. So we do have 15,000 as a huge level, but the price point I'm looking at right here is what happened right here. Look at it. We have liquidity here. That liquidity got snatched by this candle right here, right? That gives us our zone that I'm looking at. This is where I'm looking at for buys for Bitcoin day trading is that 15,200 area, 15,225 from 15,000 to 125. So your maximum risk you're going to take on a trade, even in this zone, is $100, and that could easily run up 100-point risk at 15,225, even up to 15,525. That's a 3 to 1. And I honestly personally would be looking for Bitcoin to go even higher and to take out 16K, right? 16K is flat. That's a 7 to 1 right there. This is what I'm looking at currently for Bitcoin day trading action wise, right? And if you're real savage, you can get in there in the 15 minutes, the 5 minutes, but Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin fucking moves. Bitcoin moves. Again, $1 is a point on Bitcoin. So even you can see here earlier this afternoon, Bitcoin fell from 15.9 to 15.5. That's 400 points here in a matter of 15 hour, 2 hours. Bitcoin fell 200 points, or not 500, but 400. God damn it. 400 points, right? Bitcoin fell 400 points in 2 hours. This thing moves like US 30, yo. Pretty much, especially in a market condition we're at right now. And that's why, guys, when you think about Bitcoin, let's just zoom out again. Let's not get lost on the 15-minute sauce, right? Because if you're looking at this, you might see, oh, look at higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher low. Oh, we got a break of structure right here. I see what you're seeing too, right? You got your pullback. You could definitely even potentially find, I might even look at this myself, but these aren't things I'm going to be calling out on live chats or anything like that until I have a lot more confidence with smaller time frames. But yeah, you can trade those small time frames like crazy too. But when you look and you zoom out and you just look at like how Bitcoin moves on a daily time frame, can you imagine entering a leverage trade at 11,000? Holding it for shit. I mean, some of you swing traders out there, y'all hold trades for a week. That's not me, but I mean, even if you catch one great day, you get an accumulation here on the 22nd of October. You hold it for the day. Bitcoin jumped from 11.8 to 12.8. That's 1,000 pips in a day, in one day. So, I mean, I'm telling you guys, you're sleeping on yourselves if you're not looking at Bitcoin on a daily basis. And I'm going to shit on myself right now. I slept on myself for fucking years. I mean, I looked at it, but I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I'll just do Forex, And so that's what I'm so excited about, guys, just to create a community, a silent community where we're gonna destroy this, guys. I know there's so many savage traders on this call that are about to just mess this chart up, and together, guys, it's gonna be lit. So that's my little technical analysis on Bitcoin. I'm gonna run you through some ETH real quick. Let's wipe out this chart. I'm gonna run you through ETH. ETH monthly close last month wasn't as crazy as Bitcoin. We did have a bear September, but there's not a lot of data here. But I don't know about y'all, but I see a real clear accumulation, an FU, and a running up, just like Bitcoin. Weekly time frame, even more obvious, right? Even more obvious. Look at how I tagged that candle right there. Look at how I tagged that last candle and just ran. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And what's cool about OC here on ETH, I actually haven't done really too much technical analysis on ETH lately, just because Bitcoin's been crazy. But weekly time frame, we did get that new high. We did get that new high. So again, ETH, there's no reason why we wouldn't be considering ETH to go higher as well. ETH has a lot further to go in terms of like its old structure. Like there's a lot more price points up here that we could definitely bounce off of. This one right here definitely catches my eyes. This would definitely be the first price target that I'd be looking at for ETH. So yeah, I definitely think we could get up to that $600, $700 mark. Easy, guys. But ETH was like less than $100 this year. ETH was less than $100 at one point this year. That is crazy to me. Daily time frame, we were looking at a sell setup here for a while. But obviously, what happened today? You come in here and you accumulate and you range in here for a while. That setup becomes invalid. And it definitely looks like it's going to break this and continue higher for ETH. So I mean, any day now, I would expect ETH to be hitting in the $500 range, easy. And even if we do come pull back for ETH, this would be my price point I'm looking at for more potential buying action here in ETH. So yeah, ETH again, like all these cryptos, we're in the bull season, guys. I'm looking to buy, not looking to sell things. I'm looking to buy things, right? That's what I love about crypto too. Is it's easy when you're just looking for one direction. Let's pull out some more. Let's look at our altcoins. If you're new here, if you're a vet here, I'm not always like, hey, buy this coin, buy that one, but legitimate, straight up straight up honesty, transparency. The coins I have over here are the coins that I trade and I hold, and the coins that I'm investing in. Not all of them I have active investments in, but they're the ones I'm looking to invest in. Link USD, my guys, who's got Chainlink bags in here? Drop a 1 in the chat if you got a Chainlink bag. Who's holding Chainlink? Chainlink is looking good, guys. We broke the structure on daily just this week, where we've traded into that imbalance. That's pretty much been filled. And guys, nobody's holding Chainlink, or is my chat just broken? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hell yeah. We got hella Chainlink holders. Let's go. Let's go. I called out Chainlink. The first time we called out Chainlink was back here in August when we first started having on the calls. Literally, it was the first week of August. It was sitting at $7, $8. And ended up running up all the way up to about $20 is when I hit the high. And then, Mike even was very public about it, and I confirmed it that same week when we came back here at $7, $8. That was your opportunity to get in. Look at that, clean mitigation and run. And like, dude, these cryptos do this. Like, look at this. Same thing here, right? They scale themselves up. They walk up. So if you're not in Chainlink, you're trying to get a bag. First, do your own fucking research. Like, don't just buy this project because I'm buying it. A bunch of other people here are buying it. Like, if you can't explain to me, if you dropped a one in this chat, I'm about to treat your life if you don't know what you're doing. Like, and this is love, guys. This is love. Um, if if you don't know what chain link even is, and you drop the one and you hold it, that should be a wake up call. Like, that should be a real wake up call to you to be like, what am I doing with my money? Why am I just buying random things that I don't even understand? Someone, please, someone who dropped a one in the chat, tell me what chain link is. Just tell me what it is. It's a one-word answer I'm looking for. It's very specific what this project does. There's a specific term for it. So anyone who dropped a one in the chat, drop that in there. I'm gonna wait. Because guys, this is what you're gonna get from me every week. Like, I don't care. I'll tell you all how it really is. It's not smart contracts. It's not an Ethereum token. It is DeFi. Like, I'm serious, guys. I'm a mentor that's just gonna be fucking telling y'all shit. Like, guys, none of you know. None of you guys know. And this is, it's not. It is a blockchain. Yeah, I'm looking. You know what? Do you know what Chainlink is? It's an oracle. Chainlink is a decentralized oracle. An oracle is something that gets data and feeds it to things. It's an oracle. If you didn't know that and you hold Chainlink, I would strongly you reconsider your investment strategies. Really. Because guys, don't buy shit you don't know what it is. Like, just because I think it's lit, like, that's not gonna make you an independent investor. That's not gonna make you someone who's able to profit off this. Because what happens if I'm fucking wrong? If I'm just full of shit? I don't want you guys just to sit here and blindly follow me and what I do. I want to create a community of crypto where people can discuss and talk together. I'm not trying to intimidate anybody here at all. And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but it's just love. It's just love. You know, it's like you need to know those things. You need to know what an oracle is. You need to know how an oracle works. Like, if you're investing in it, especially for long term, there's a difference between, okay, I hear a crypto is about to boom. Let me catch a bag, put some money in there. It pumps, I'm gonna sell it. Like, you never gave a shit in the first place, right? But if you're legitimately investing in this technology to hold it long term, you need to do your research and you need to understand what you're investing in, which is exactly why I'm creating this community, why we're all going to create this community, why we're going to do something like this, to create that understanding of these projects, to talk about these projects, to talk about how important and awesome an Oracle is, like how powerful that is. Like, wow, that could be like, yeah, like, I'm not going to take time to go into an Oracle because I ramble on the next 18 minutes about it. But those are the kind of conversations I want to create and foster in our group, is just like the deeper understanding of this market and the deep understanding of these projects, not just to fucking buy and catch a bag real quick, but to, like, yo, legitimately invest in the future technology and applications that are going to change everything, you know? And that's the thing about crypto. And that's why I think this is why this community is going to be so valuable. So I'm not just speaking to my traders here now, I'm speaking to my builders right now as well. Like, you understanding, like, you have a community that understands this information and you can leverage that. Like, how many people wanting to get into crypto but have no fucking clue what it is? And how many people buy cryptos and still don't even know what they are? Like, that's why this community is going to be so powerful. And it's going to be something that you're going to be able to leverage to build your business. Like, yo, look, I'm involved with a legitimate crypto community. I'm involved with Forex day traders that get crazy R2R. I'm involved in a dropshipping community. Like, sheesh, I'm not going to get carried away with that. But y'all get it. And again, I love y'all. I say savage shit because it's for the best of you, right? So AAVE is another protocol I've been looking at. This is a lending protocol. I got in here about like $30. We kept going lower, but we just made the spike. So this is something that's active on my watch list. Like, I love this. I love this price action here because, that just does not mean buy. Clearly, do not buy it here, right now. No. Do not buy it. Right. But what does this signify? Right. This is momentum. When you get the classic Wyckoff pattern, you get the FU and the go. What do? You wait for the pullback, right? Right. So on something asset like this, we get back into these ranges. I'm amping up my dollar cost averaging in these projects. That's usually how I invest in these projects. And based on technicals, I might invest a little bit more, a little bit less. But obviously, a protocol that I'm definitely picking up on. And it's been doing great. Synthetics. Ooh, this is clean as hell, yo. I don't know about y'all, but I see freaking just dollar signs when I look at this chart. Again, another chart that did that thing, took the liquidity, mitigated off our last low, broke the structures, and right now where we're seeing that pullback before we go higher. So these altcoins, are really, really looking more and more enticing to be getting into stacking into. Ren, if you've been one of the OGs on these calls, way back, I think that was like a month and a half ago, I did a full-on hour just diving into what is Ren. I really like Ren. We could still see some more downside movement. It looks like we're kind of playing out this area right here. This is that area I'm looking at. We haven't really broke significant structures. We did get a break there, but Ren is still looking good for accumulation as well. And then I'll show that one more that I'm actually invested in. These last three I'm just looking at. Band. Band is also another Oracle platform. It would be like a competitor to Chainlink. This is the high I'm looking at. And Band doesn't have as clean of a chart as SNX or AAVE does. But, once we get this structure break, I'm seeing if this candle is going to be our hold. Like, guys, look at this. Like, cryptos on daily timeframes with these like with smart money concepts playing off the order blocks, it's pretty nuts. It is pretty nuts. And so if this level holds, we're looking good. I just got to wait for this structure break to fully confirm that stacking. Otherwise, weekly, it looks like we might even get back down to $1.50, $2, or $1.50, $1 range. But yeah, those are some of the altcoins I'm looking at. I'm always looking and scanning the market for new opportunities, new projects. When I go on Coinmarketcap, I'm not necessarily looking for, some people are really getting into altcoins and diving deep, and so when you look at altcoins and the way I look at the market, your top 10 are your projects that pretty much the whole crypto world knows about, right? These are multi-billion-dollar projects. They have a lot of money invested in them. So these projects have potential to grow. Right. So does Bitcoin. I think the whole market itself will go to trillions and trillions of dollars. So the entire market's going to grow. But what excites a lot of people is when you scroll down this list and you look at tokens that have, this token only has a $300 million invested. Meaning, if you invested $100 million in a basic attention token, you would be 25% owner. Like, you would hold 25% of the market. Are you kidding me? These projects out here, like Algorand, I'm not going to rent. This is one of the ones I look at, right? $283 million. XRP is worth what, 11 billion? So for Ren to even just get up to the level of XRP, shit, you're looking at almost a 20x, right? 20x means 20x the price of per token, 20x the market cap. Remember, we're looking at market caps. And so when you look at these mid-market cap opportunities, ZRX, another great opportunity, I look at them and I'm like, damn, these projects aren't even worth $1 billion. Like, and these I think have $1 trillion potential. Like, I think they have hundreds of $1 billion of potential. We already have cryptos worth hundreds of billions. I already have crypto worth tens of billions. I think Bitcoin will be trillions soon. And I think Ethereum could easily it could be that first altcoin that hits $1 trillion as well. And so you look and you think of this whole market's going to grow like that. You look at some of these projects that are only worth a couple hundred million, and you think, wow, even if they go to $1 billion, that's 4x. If they go to a couple billion, that's 8x. If they go to tens of billions, I mean, now you're looking at 10x, 100x. And so you look at these projects. So my personal strategy when it comes to like finding altcoins that are actually worth your time, the further you scroll down, the lower market cap you get, and you can even get some of these coins that aren't even worth $1 million, or are worth like tens of millions, not even $100 million. You have to go pretty far to not get $1 million. But the lower the market cap, obviously the higher potential return. All right, and so some of these altcoins are going to 100x, are going to 1000x. in the next couple of years. That's going to happen. It's happened in the past, right? If you even look at Chainlink, I first bought I bought $50 worth of Chainlink at like $1.30 way back. I sold it a year and a half later because I didn't know what it was. When I just ran it out and shouted all you guys for not knowing what Chainlink was, why I did that? Because that was me. That was me. Let's pull up Chainlink. I literally bought Chainlink for a couple bucks, like $1 something, a long time ago. And I had no fucking clue what it was, so I sold it. And that's why you need to know what it was, because if you really understand what you're investing in, you won't sell it. You won't be a noob because you won't just be waiting for a pump. You'll actually understand, this is a legitimate technology that could fucking change the world. Why would I sell this? I don't care what it's fucking priced on the market. Literally, I bought Chainlink. It was like, no, dog. I fucking think I bought the shit under $1. I don't even know what I bought it for. I looked at my Coinbase. And I literally had, I had like 20s. I put like $100 in it, and I want to say I had like 80 some Chainlink tokens. So I don't know where I got it from or how I did it, but I sold it all. I sold that bag. Like I literally didn't. That bag ran up. I could have turned that 100 Chainlink tokens into 100 Chainlink tokens times 20 bucks a coin is 2 grand. So a couple hundred piss off investment I made a couple of years ago was actually a 2 grand investment. Could have been, but I didn't know what I was investing in. So like I said, guys, I say those things because things that I've learned in the past, and you don't have to learn the hard way. But looking at these coins and you look at altcoins, I'm not only not interested in low market cap coins past the 100 spot. I would rather see ample adoption, ample community growth, ample even price action before I'm considering long-term investing in these projects. So I love this like these 50 range, these coins like synthetics obviously is one of my favorites. I love looking at those coins that are in this kind of range, right? That are at that mid market cap. These low market caps past these, these are gambles, These are gambles. And I see every single day somebody in the crypto community, hey, you see this brand new token, it's got like this potential and it's gonna go on. It's like, okay, bro. You see those every single day. And so these are like your penny stocks, like they have great potential, but most of them are shit. Most of them are shit. Shout out to Raven Coin. If you know. This is a really savage one, way down here, not even 100 billion. But that's it for my technicals. I went way longer on that than I normally did. I'm going to run through some news here, and then I'm going to drop the chat to y'all for y'all who have been here. Guys, if you didn't know already, I'm just basically every time I show you guys this news is just more and more bullish reasons for Bitcoin. The world's second biggest bank is going to issue $3 billion in bonds tradable for Bitcoin. What? The world's second largest bank is issuing $3 billion in bonds for Bitcoin. So we don't even have to read this article to just, holy shit, what? Lebanon, central bank, digital currency 2021. Yet another one, right, guys? And I told you guys this a couple weeks ago, and some of you guys might not even believe me when I said it, but literally every week I'm going to show you another country, another company, another bank getting into Bitcoin. It's not news if you're in the community, but it's news because it's like further confirmation that, yeah, this is the future if you didn't already know it, right? Number of Bitcoin ATMs, so 85%. More Bitcoin bullish news, right? Ethereum 2.0. I said I was going to get to that. We got to it. Ethereum 2.0. There are $22.5 million of ETH staked into Ethereum 2.0, which is going to do what? That's going to decrease the supply on the open market, guys. ETH 2.0 is launching December 1st, for those you didn't know. That's going to completely change how Ethereum works. Why people are staking is what they're doing is they're actually putting their Ethereum into smart contracts. That's how the network's going to run in the future. Instead of mining, they're switching to proof of stake, which means if you want to participate and secure the network like miners do, they're going to, just like they incentivize miners to run Bitcoin's network by paying them mining rewards, they're going to incentivize people to run Ethereum's network by saying, hey, if you stake your Ethereum, we'll give you 1%, we'll give you 8%, we'll give you whatever percent by staking it. So it's like almost like a stockholders. And they say 8 to 15% annually, right? And so hell yeah, I'm game for that. I'm gonna be sticking my ETH in this. And so this is gonna be launching soon, very, very soon. It's gonna be launching on December 1st. And what that does, even just fundamental supply and demand, that's gonna be taking a lot of ETH off the open market. So it's not like you look at the chart like this just represents price. But if you look at like an order book, if you look at like liquidity pools, like Binance, places where you can buy ETH, there's going to be less ETH available to buy because everyone's going to be taking their ETH and putting it to stake to get the percent, right? They're going to lock it in. They're not going to be as much ETH in the open market. So it's got huge, huge bullish implications ETH 2.0 does for Ethereum. And last major news event is World Economic Forum is calling blockchain key to sustaining digital finance. This really isn't much of a substance to this article. It's just simply that the World Economic Forum is basically giving a big thumbs up to the blockchain. And they are basically saying, hey, this is going to be something, blockchain is something that's going to be huge for the future, especially when it comes to digital finance. Like they're basically like, yeah, this is here. So again, all this news every week should just simply reiterate to you guys that this shit is blowing the fuck up and it's not stopping, right? It's going to keep going. Yeah, CoinDesk is a place where you can see crypto news, Cointelegraph. Let me get to these questions. I totally been slacking on that. So we use Coinmarketcap to look at what's on there, but we want to do, where do we go to when we do want to do more research on a particular coin? So I did a training about a couple months ago. I'm going to do another one probably in a week or two here about how to research a cryptocurrency project, like how to actually go in to decipher what's shit, what's not. That's a very requested webinar. So I'm going to do that one again. I'm going to see if I have a recording for you, Rose. If I do, I'm going to put it somewhere out there where you guys can see it. If you had to restart your whole portfolio right now, how would you go by doing that? Focusing on top 10s, just Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin and ETH. Even to this day, 80% of my portfolio, 80 to 85% of my portfolio is in Bitcoin and ETH. So just if you guys are new and you're like, damn, there's so much here, I'm telling you, just buy Bitcoin. Start there. Learn about Bitcoin. Learn how Bitcoin works. Like invest in the first and the foremost, because honestly, of the whole market, Bitcoin's the only guarantee. And I say there's no guarantee in this, but there's one thing that I do know is that if Bitcoin fails, the whole thing fails. Right. So if you're going to invest in crypto and you're not investing in Bitcoin, I think that's a little silly and that's a little short-sighted, because I'm seeing also that anything other than Bitcoin is essentially way more is more risk. The more you diversify out Bitcoin, the more risk you take, which risk gets reward. But yeah, if I was to start out right now, I probably would just stack a shitload of Bitcoin before I even got into anything else. Um, do I know what happened with ZPA AE? No idea what that is. Reddit is such a blessing when it comes to crypto. Yeah, Reddit's a great place. Yeah, Rose, just use the internet, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube. Honestly, you take everything for a grain of salt. And then, like, what a lot of things I like to do, I like to just scan the internet, like YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, like what other people are saying. And a lot of times they'll mention different things about it, like, hey, this thing's happening, or this person or did that or that. And then I can, like, that sends me to different places where I can do more research for myself. Like they say, someone on Reddit's like, yo, did you see this? I'm like, okay, I'm not going to just believe this random person on Reddit, but now he's giving me a topic that I had no idea about, and now I can go research that. And that usually just leads you down the rabbit hole into learning about a project. You can go on their official website, learn a shitload of things just from going on their website. But yeah, use the internet to like kind of point you in places. Use social media websites to have people point you, because I found so much good information and tips from reading on a Reddit forum that led me down a rabbit hole that led me all the way there to finding that for myself. And so that's a great place to go. Altcoins, yeah, altcoins or any other crypto that's not Bitcoin. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys that you guys like took that well. When I go in like that, when I go savage mode, I think Matt Rose said it so well one time. He's like, yo, you know, when you get a wound and you have a wound that needs to be healed and you dump alcohol on that shit, it fucking burns. Right. And that's what happens when, you know, someone says something on a call that upsets you. It's because it's burning a fresh wound, but that's what heals it. So again, everything I always say, guys, it's out of love. I appreciate you guys. But to end this call off, let's see, we don't have any calls. Let me scroll down to these new messages. Oh shit. Let's go. Previous recordings. I'm gonna be pretty much uploading all my new recordings and any old recordings I have onto the QC YouTube. I'll get to that tonight. Let me actually write that on my board so I don't forget. Upload crypto calls. So that'll be done sometime soon. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you. But yeah, if you don't already know what I'm gonna be doing tonight, I'm about to drop this channel. I'm gonna fuck it. Like, I don't care if you guys share this chat. Anyone can join it. But what I want to do is I want to give it to you guys, because you guys are here. I know a lot of you guys are here every single week. So I appreciate you guys so much. Let me find this chat, get the link for you guys. I'm going to drop it here in this Zoom link. So you guys are going to be the first ones in. You know, if you guys got friends, they heard the news, they want the link. Like I said, it's not exclusive. You know, you you can share it to whoever you want. I don't care. As long as they're in QC, right? QC only, actives only, no one actives. But I wanna kind of keep it somewhat exclusive for you guys for being here. So I'm really about to drop that link right now. So don't drop any more sevens. I appreciate you guys. So boom, there's a Telegram link. Hop in the chat, guys. That's gonna be the QC hub. It's gonna be the QC hub for crypto, guys. I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be like reaching out to other people I know who are in crypto. I'm gonna be promoting people who I know their shit to admins. You know, we're gonna be talking about just Bitcoin price movements, you know, Bitcoin trade ideas, like Bitcoin news, everything crypto. So it's our crypto hub, so we don't get lost in everything. And like I said, it's for you guys first and foremost. And then I know it's going to leak its way out to the rest of the community. So it'll do its thing. But I appreciate you guys. Enjoy that. Looking forward to just seeing more crypto markups in there, just more crypto things. And I think honestly in the future, I think some people are going to be stepping up here. I know my man Austin Dennison has been in crypto for just as long as I have. And so I'm really looking forward to collaborating with him and doing stuff. And I'm pretty sure one day, like maybe even next week, he'll have his own crypto session where he's going to be giving you his sauce, you know. And so we're going to be bringing in lots of different talents. We're going to be bringing in lots of different people to just spread that crypto knowledge and community and just help y'all grow when it comes to cryptocurrency and just understanding it. Place for you guys to ask questions, like plug in, like seriously, any question. There's no dumb questions. Like sometimes y'all know me, I get a little savage, but it's all love, right? It's all love. So if you guys need anything, let me know. I freaking appreciate all of you guys so much for being here. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of that call. If you did, and someone that should have been on here, let them know. Be like, dog, y'all missing out on these crypto calls every single week, guys. Every single Wednesday I go live at same day as Jason Brown. Don't be sleeping on that as well. Jason Brown and DCX every week. What? So I go live 2 hours after he does, 7 p.m. Central every week. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. You guys already know. Buy Bitcoin, short the bank. Peace out, guys. Oh, I can't end them soon. Too many notifications. Peace out, guys.